And we saw today that that stand-up comedy and the age of reptiles, if they are reptiles, the age of reptiles.
I like to think of them. It makes them more
go great together. Now, whenever I'm explaining the concept of evolution to somebody, I liken it to in a vending machine when you're in there and you want to get that Nestle's Crunch, but it gets stuck and it doesn't fall out, right? And that's sort of like what the exchange of genes is in reproduction. And that Nestle's Crunch that's stuck.
I'm the paleontologist.
Right next to the Reese's Peanut Bar Cup afterwards eventually becomes a new species. Don't you think?
No, that's a really poor comparison.
Well, as I said, evolution is not is not.
I like to think of it like this. Okay. You go to the vending machine and you put your quarter in, and you try and get that, like the creamsicle, the ones, you know, the orange ones with the white, like cream inside, and you press that, and it gives you instead one of them, the ice cream sandwiches.
You get what God gives you.
Yeah, that's what it means. Yeah, exactly. Because as I like to say, divine wisdom created the world in order that all things in His knowledge should be revealed.
Now, in keeping with our Weymouth After Dark theme of nature, we have a book of the week, do we not?
Oh yeah, well yeah, we do, but I'll save that for after the poll.
Okay, all right. Okay. Actually, are the results of our online poll in yet? Are the results? Yeah. Yes.
Are they in yet, Ed?
They are.
I did not know that.
Being taken
I do a good Johnny Cut.
Slipped away here.
Big Chief tell jokes about dinosaurs.
Now, if you remember, earlier we had a Weymouth After Dark poll. Right. A Weymouth After Dark poll asking you to vote on these two entities, the Loch Ness Monster, hidden in the lakes of Loch Ness in Scotland, and Bigfoot.
It doesn't really exist.
Denizen of the Pacific Northwest, but also sighted in all 50 states, as well as Guam.
They're going ape.
Which of these two entities do you think won the Weymouth After Dark poll? The voting is stopped, the last minute, they've all been calculated with fairness, count every vote. And now here we have Joe with the results of that poll.
Unfortunately, because we all know folks, we all know that I wanted Bigfoot. Unfortunately, the Loch Ness Monster won, even though he doesn't exist, because apparently voters were confused, and the vote was split because some people confused Bigfoot, the ape-man Sasquatch, with Bigfoot, the monster truck.
I've seen footage of the monster truck jumping an airplane.
Yeah.
An airplane.
I don't think the FAA regulations.
No. These days it's terrible.
But folks, I remember the cartoon Bigfoot and the Muscle Machines. So there we go.
If you're traveling this holiday season, be sure Bigfoot isn't jumping an airplane.
In any event, that we do have the usual write-in.
People writing in other answers.
Entities. Behind these two, we got the Jersey Devil. And we couldn't find any other pictures of them, so we just kind of had to improvise. But
cryptozoology?
The Jersey Devil. Mothman. Another one we couldn't really find a picture of.
Of West Virginia?
Yeah, I'll talk about that after. You know, the cool kids knew about the Mothman before that movie came out, but Massachusetts owned the Dover Demon.
Go out and visit him.
The Weapons of Mass Destruction.
Saddam Hussein?
Which we couldn't find a picture of either. And neither can anybody else. Waldo.
Where is he?
Cryptozoological.
He's been found.
And J.D. Salinger.
J.D. Salinger, the author. Up there in
another New England cryptozoological creature.
Up there in the Upper Valley.
Now, folks, as I've said before.
Loch Ness Monster.
As I've said before.
And say it again.
The cool kids knew about the Mothman before that movie came out. And how did they know about the Mothman?
They saw him?
No. From books like this, and this is our book of the week.
Modern Monsters.
Modern Monsters coloring book, which I don't know if you can still find it, but if you go to your local building 19, perhaps you can find this. It tells you all kinds of things about cryptozoological monsters, and this is where we first learned about the Mothman, as well as having the Jersey Devil in it, but not as good a picture as we had. But Modern Monsters coloring book. You see? Sea monsters and whatnot. And that is our book of the week, and it's written by Jerry Daly, which raises the question, do coloring books really have authors?
A good question, and perhaps we can nominate him for the Medal of Freedom. Now, I've heard a saying in the past that the best things in life are free.
Yeah, but you can keep them for your birds and bees. You know, just give me money. That's what I want.
The best things in life are free.
That's what I want.
Nature is free.
That's what I want.
Nature is free.
Love and don't pay my bills.
And Modern Monsters, if you'll hand that to me for just a moment, was next to free. 2 for $1. 50 cents. Is there tax on this? There shouldn't be a sales tax on essential items. But this book opens you up to a whole new world, a hidden world, the world of hidden animals. Now, we'd like to thank you for joining us on this installment of Weymouth After Dark, the talk show from Massachusetts and nature.
We'd like to remind you that divine wisdom created the world in order that all things in his knowledge should be revealed.
Right.
Do you know where that's from?
No.
Rumi.
From Rumi. A runner-up for the book of the week, but as good as his poetry is, he's not a modern monster. In any case, we would like to thank Nicole for coming all the way from Florida. She had a flight to catch. Hopefully Bigfoot hasn't delayed that flight by jumping over it. We'd like to thank Joe for coming all the way from the Mesozoic to talk to us about comedy.
And he looks like Hank Williams.
We would like to thank Jessica and Zach and Kim and Nicole and Ed McMahon and Dave. And now we're going to end today's installment of Weymouth After Dark by giving you
fleeting.
a song. So we're going to go out singing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you.